I'm Congresswoman Maloney, and I represent the 12th District in New York, which includes parts of the east side of Manhattan, Astoria, Queens, and Long Island City, Queens, and also parts of Brooklyn, Greenpoint, and Williamsburg, Brooklyn. But I'm here today to thank everyone for inviting me to speak. Despite everything that's going on right now, I'm grateful that technology enables us to come together like this for this common goal and this common purpose. As a longtime advocate for skin cancer prevention and the co-chair and founder of the Congressional Skin Cancer Caucus, I want to commend the Melanoma Research Foundation for its incredible work to eradicate melanoma. I also want to acknowledge the people who organized this Hill Day. Ed Long, a longtime former appropriations staffer who knows everything about how to make things happen with appropriations, and Cassie Bizel, for all your hard work in ensuring that this Advocacy Day will still be able to happen. Melanoma is something that has long been on my radar for a very long time, ever since a young woman, a constituent of mine, came to my office years ago and told me that she was dying. She was undergoing chemotherapy. She had stage 3 cancer. She was young and beautiful in her early 20s, and she was in that position because she had consistently used tanning beds as a teen. She said around prom time, they would have all these ads on television and radio. Go make yourself beautiful. Go to the tanning beds. Well, it was a killing machine. And what is so tragic about cancer, melanoma, it's the #1 killer of young women. And the tragedy is the majority of these cases are completely and totally preventable, like the case of this young woman who simply hadn't known the astronomical health risks associated with tanning beds. And without sufficient research, outreach, and prevention, this public health crisis will continue to grow. I have long fought for stronger protections and information about tanning beds, because our nation's young people should not be dying from what is a completely preventable cancer. Just don't go to those tanning beds. In 2006, I authored the TAN Act, a law to require manufacturers to include warnings in their marketing materials and show that their tanning beds meet performance testing requirements. I'm proud to say that it passed into law in 2007 and resulted in the FDA applying stricter warning labels. There are now warning labels on these tanning machines, and warnings that people under 18, younger teens, should not use the product on the tanning beds and sun lamp products. But that was just a small step in the fight to eliminate skin cancer through advocacy, research, and prevention. In 2013, I founded the Congressional Skin Cancer Caucus, which I currently co-chair with Representatives Jim Cooper and David Joyce. This bipartisan caucus helps ensure that skin cancer awareness, as well as funding for research, stays a top congressional priority. Last year, we were able to secure $30 million for the peer-reviewed melanoma research program, an increase of $10 million from 2019. And I plan to work with the Skin Cancer Caucus again this year to make sure we provide the needed funding for skin cancer research for fiscal year 2022. I also plan to continue the fight to prohibit minors from using tanning beds, as the health risks are too severe and too little known. I first called on the FDA to restrict tanning bed use to people 18 years and older in 2015. Toward the end of the Obama administration, if you have to be 21 to buy cigarettes or alcohol, it makes absolutely no sense that in some states you can be 13 years old and use a tanning bed. The FDA partially listened to my call to prohibit minors from using tanning beds, and in 2015 proposed a rule doing just that. Unfortunately, the rule was never finalized either under President Obama or Trump. So one of my priorities this Congress, in addition to ensuring sufficient funding for melanoma research and advocacy, is working with the Biden administration and the FDA to finally finalize this proposed rule. Minors should not have access to tanning beds, period. And I think I'm going to put that in a form of legislation. My staff and I are working with the FDA on this issue, and I look forward to getting this protection on the books. I want to thank you all again for all of your work to bring melanoma into the national spotlight and to ensure that melanoma research, advocacy, and prevention are properly funded. I am so glad to have you as allies in the fight to eliminate melanoma and protect the health of all Americans. I thank you, and I yield back to the Research Foundation. Thank you.